Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel, where we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most productive way possible. How are you doing? How's it going so far here in March with the retrograde going on? So did you do your new moon intentions? If you haven't done that yet, you still have a little bit of time to really utilize the power of the moon. If you can get it done before Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, check out your new moon in Pisces video if you haven't seen it yet. I time-stamped it, so check out your sun, your moon, your rising. There was a lot of really good information in it. Oh, Aries, this looks like a nice start for the week, so yay. We have the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card can mean love, or it can mean a choice. It can mean a choice that that's going to affect the people in your life that really matter to you, that have to do with love. It could have to do with, well, let's just see what it has to do with. Not necessarily about someone coming in. It's generally about a choice, because in the background you got that girl that's choosing between the two guys. In the foreground you have this more mature couple that have been together for a while. You could tell that they chose to be loyal to one another because the dog is there. So we start out the week on Sunday with that moon in Taurus, which is in your second house of self-worth, self-esteem, self-value, also finances. And so maybe the choice you have to make has to do with that's going to affect your family and your loved ones, has to do with money. Because even though this is about self-love, which is the second house, right, and nourishment, that's second house activities. That really looks good as far as that goes. I think it's about money. And so caring enough about yourself to value yourself enough to do things like spring clean your budget. And it says, renew and revise. Those are Mercury retrograde words. Renew, revise, anything that starts with RE. As you cut back, plan, and budget, more abundance will grow into full bloom. And so I almost think that this weekend you might be talking money and making some hard choices about where you're going to cut things in your budget so that you can move things forward in the way you want with your significant other. I could be wrong, but I kind of think so. Because we have on Tuesday, when it moves into Gemini, which is your third house of communication, there's the path and there's assessing. So this conversation goes on. Let's get a little guidance. I don't know if I said so, but thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. Be sure to hit the notification button. If you do that, then you'll see when I randomly go live like I did today when I did my new moon intentions and I burned them. I had trouble starting the fire. You'd think that I never set a fire before. It was ridiculous. It was funny though. Okay, so you have let the world spin on its axis. It's a 7. 7 is spiritual number, which means the divine has got your back. The divine is in charge. The divine's in control. So I'm going to, because I have old eyes, I'm going to use the flashlight because I can't read this little print. All right. There are times when change is needed in order for a dream to manifest. Answer your prayers with what is needed to bring them to fruition. Sometimes that means life will appear to be messy for a time, but know that this is nothing to fear. Though you may feel like your world has been tipped upside down, and it will settle into a beautiful new order, and all the better to support your divine destiny. So maybe you guys have some kind of a goal that you're trying to work on together, and you have to make some significant plans, and you're going to have to cut back here or cut back there or cut the cable to save money, to find a way to make it work so that you can start manifesting what's really important to you, moving toward the dream that's really important. So as it moves into Cancer, which is your 4th house of home, and Thursday, it's about discerning and recognizing what is a fear and what is reality. And that's hard to do in this Pisces energy. Discerning fears and realities, what's dreams, what's real. But this definitely seems to have to do with you and your partner making some choices. Let's just see what we have for guidance on that. Be sure to leave me a comment and let me know how this is applying to you. You have vibration. Okay, you have vibration. It is a 5. It's 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. It's about challenges. If you let the fears, if you allow yourself to vibrate in the lower energy level of fear as opposed to optimism, the outcome that you would desire will be that much harder to attain. So by choosing to be optimistic, even though what choices that you're making as you're cutting back or doing or tweaking, and it may not be about money, it might be some other thing in your life that you're having to make some kind of a major adjustment on. As you're doing this tweaking of your situation and it brings up this sense of fear within you, I'm going to suggest strongly that you look for the positive aspect and hang on to it. Like, I'm looking forward to the day when this happens. Like, we're going to get there. Or by doing this, I know I am creating abundance. It could be an abundance of money. It could be an abundance of time. It could be an abundance of health. Whatever this choice is, it's not, it's a partnership decision. You both are going to need to be on board. You're going to need to vibrate at the same level of commitment. And that way you can meet the challenge. So it can't be one person laying down the law and expecting the other one to jump on board. It's going to have to be done as a group. Well, a group of two. But together, it's going to take teamwork so that you guys are both on board with the same idea. And you're working your way forward so that you're supporting each other. And not doing this in a way that's fearful. Because the fear is going to create more challenges. On Saturday, the moon is going to move into your 5th house of fun and romance, which is Leo. That happens in the evening, which is kind of fun because St. Patty's Day is the next day if you live here in the U.S. So maybe you can get out and have some fun. Just, remember that you have set some boundaries, whatever they are, and honor them and use your willpower. So maybe you want to get out and have fun and romance, but you're like on this financial diet. So maybe what you do is you pick up a 6-pack and you put some green dye in there and have your green beer at home and watch Netflix or, YouTube videos that are free. Kind of look around and see, how you can stay within the framework that you have already set for yourself so that you can accomplish the goals that you want. And here it goes. Okay, see, we have wandering path, enjoy the journey. So you're making decisions and you're moving forward and you're going to have to overcome some obstacles and there's some fear involved. But look, if you look for the joy in it, enjoy the journey, the wandering path, you're being definitely encouraged to look at it as a fun opportunity. Don't worry about what you're giving up. Think about what you're going to create, what you're going to manifest, what you're going to gain out of the sacrifice that you're making. Right? It's trimming back. It's like when you're a gardener and you cut the dead wood off of something. Like in the spring when you cut back a little bit on the rose bush, the dead stuff that's gotten damaged by the winter. When you do that, it promotes new growth. And then there's so much more where it was scraggly in the fall before. All of a sudden it is like shooting out here, there, and everywhere. And your rose bush looks more, it just looks gorgeous because it has more flowers. There's more abundance to it. So you're being encouraged to look for the places you can cut back in your life now so you can create abundance in the future. And with Uranus having moved out of Aries into Taurus this week that just passed. Now now it's in that grounded financial, bringing things down to earth. You have get grounded, Auburn. So yeah, it's time to make some choices that are maybe not necessarily what you want to do. Maybe they don't seem like they're fun, but look for ways to make things fun that are staying within your boundaries that you're setting as a team. Okay? Looks pretty good though. It feels like the energy I feel from this is like, okay, we're a team and we're going to do this together. And it's part of our journey. And it's going to make us stronger as a team as we move forward. And that feels pretty good. Then you'll end up like this couple here down the road. Years of joy and love together. So looks pretty interesting and fun. I'm excited for you. All right, I will see you back here next week. Be sure to check out the new Moon in Pisces video. You can check out the fire ritual video where I can't start a fire, and then when I do, it's kind of big. And I will see you soon. You take care. Have a great week. And don't be afraid to cut out the dead wood, right?